water, and there's earth, fire, and air.
Sokka, I think I hear something.
Okay.
I must capture the Avatar.
Prince Zuko, you must first drink tea.
Okay, so Prince Ponytail might be the king of angst in season 1, but at the same time, he is on top of his game. Like, straight up, that was a multi-angle explosion that was meant to kill him, and he survived because of a literal blink-and-you-miss-it moment. Take a look at it again. Buddy Boy encased himself in fire to protect himself from the blast, and that is just on point.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So I'm sitting down eating crabs, and I hear something oddly familiar. Mind you, my nephew is like 7 years old. So I come over to see him watching this. I don't know.
Five facts about the element of air that will blow your mind. Fact number 1. Air nomads always sought out spiritual enlightenment, and since airbending is a direct result of spirituality, all the children of air nomads had the ability to airbend. Fact number 2. Out of the 4 air temples, the north and the south are exclusively male, while the east and the west are exclusively female. I wonder how that worked out. Fact number 3. Out of all the 4 nations, the airbenders were the most accepting towards homosexuality. In fact, they didn't even have a coming out process. Fact number 3. Before the rise of the Air Nation in The Legend of Korra, it was always assumed that the next airbending avatar would be a direct descendant of Avatar Aang. And finally, fact number 5. Airbenders are the second loudest snorers in the entire world, followed after the air bison. Poor Katara.
Hey, we got the accent challenge. Shout with me today. From us 10. Alright, number 1, we got Beanie. Number 2, we got Heat. Number 3, we got It. Number 4, we got Beat. Number 5, we got And number 6, we got Cheat.
Ignore the face mask, but if you want a super cool nickname, the key is to remove the last 3 letters of your name. Ready? Here's an example. Here's my name. Bam.
That's a right hand right there. You can tell, right? But if you keep watching our hand switch, check it out. Boom. Left hand. But then again, who cares? This scene is freaking awesome. Katang!
I must admit, I didn't see this coming. Nor did the airbender. Look at him. He's about as pink as that shrimp. Ooh, that looks good. We're taking that. Anyways, it's a little disheartening to find out that I'm gonna be in-laws with a water peasant, but it's disheartening enough being related to Zuzu, so I suppose I'll deal. I guess you guys are cute. Right, May? Aren't they adorable? My only concern is that, May told me to never tell anybody, but she's pregnant and the only former partner she had was Zuzu. So, Might cause a little rift in the marriage, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. Shrimp time! Alright, Ty Lee. I think it's time for us to go. Have fun and congratulations, you two.
I have an interview with Pizza Hut later, so hopefully I get hired. Fingers crossed.
I did not get the job. I didn't meet the qualifications to be a Pizza Hutter.
This is my defense of Korrasami, part 1 of who knows how goddamn many. There are good and bad arguments for why the ship itself was so subtle and so suppressed, but I think one of the fundamental flaws people make is that they inherently misunderstand how women-loving women relationships work, and they're constantly comparing them to the heterosexual relationships. In the show, both parts of this ship actually date the same person, Mako, and in both of these instances, their relationship with Mako was extremely explicit. Moments after Asami Sato hits Mako with her motorcycle, she asks the man out. In the case of Korra, she takes the advice of Pima, and she very boldly asks Mako out in a way that was quite cringy, but it is what it is. Both canonically in real life, heterosexuality is seen as a default, whereas same-gender relationships come with a lot of question and doubt. So, in the case of these two heterosexual relationships, it was very easy for them to very boldly come on to these guys, whereas it's not the same for women.
Welcome back to part 5 of Weird Zuko Realizations. So this one's not actually as sad as the other ones, it's more just really weird and funny. So we find out that in season 2, Jet runs into Zuko and Iroh when they're going into Ba Sing Se as refugees. Jet wants him to become a freedom fighter, but then realizes that they're firebenders and tries to expose them in the tea shop. And that's the only time that Zuko meets Jet. The next time he sees Jet is in the Ember Island players' play of their lives, and he sees that Jet just gets smashed with a rock. Like, Zuko knows him, and the gang knows him, but they don't know that both of them separately met Jet on different occasions. So Zuko literally just met this guy and then saw him die in a play. That is so funny and so weird. That's probably why he's the one to say, "Did Jet just die?"
Orange is such an awful color. You're so beautiful when you hate the world.
I don't hate you.
I don't hate.
I have an interview with Pizza Hut later, so hopefully I get hired. Fingers crossed.
I did not get the job.
Within these walls, we'll give it our all. We will not fall or fumble. We'll stage a coup and follow through. The king never knew he'd crumble.
It's a long, long way to Ba Sing Se, but the girls in the city, they look so pretty and they kiss so sweet that you really have to meet the girls of Ba Sing Se.
Let's split up and look for him. I'm going with Zuko. What? Everyone else went on a life-changing field trip with Zuko. Now it's my turn.
What's that, Zuzu? I'm going too fast? Oh, well, I'm sorry. If I ever made it seem like I care about your opinion... You're such a baby, Zuzu. Come on. I'm not that bad of a driver. And so what? I get pulled over. You flash your little Fire Lord Princess tiara crown at them and then I'm home free. Okay, you know what? You are just so infuriating, I swear. You just want to control every aspect of my life. Azula, put your hands on the wheel. Azula, don't run people over. Ugh. You just infuriate me sometimes, Zuzu. I am a good driver. Nothing can go wrong. Oops.
So right quick, I'm going to analyze the avatars. We got Aang, we got Roku, we got Kyoshi, we got the airbender Aang talked to when he was upset. Then we got like a Jafar looking dude. He looks like a dwarf. He's an absolute unit. Triple chin blob.
Zuko, would you please stop crying? There are some of us who are trying to sleep. That eye smells horrid. Didn't somebody give you something so it won't smell like a rotting corpse? You know, since you're being exiled tomorrow and will no longer be part of the royal family, you should look into becoming a butcher. And I say butcher because by tomorrow morning that eye is going to look like one giant slab of meat. That's a good one. Remind me to tell May tomorrow. Oh, wait, that's right. You're not going to be here. You'll be packing your bags with Uncle. And soon you'll be long forgotten, just like Mother. Good night, Zuzu.
What the fuck? Why are all frogs suicidal?
I'm actually so excited someone finally mentioned this because I wanted to bring something up. Oh yeah, Avatar could not exist without the tremendous influence Indian culture has had on all of East Asia. Absolutely. And I was cheating a bit when I mentioned the Japanese elements because these are the Buddhist elements. And Buddhism originated actually in Nepal, but the influences of Hindu and Indian culture are unmistakable. And this is where we get into why I think calling the elements Indian and Hindu are a little bit oversimplifying it. Almost all of the imagery of Avatar is East Asian and East Asian cultures that practice Mahayana or Vajrayana Buddhism. I can't think of any Theravada imagery, but if I'm wrong, please let me know. And the only seeming representation of Hindu or Indian culture is the guru. And then the show goes right back to East Asian and Buddhist imagery. And I will argue until the end of time that these elements are framed as the modern take on Greco-Roman. At least at first. Because the modern take is that there's 4, even though there was 5 until the word ether was redefined.
Orange is such an awful color.
You're so beautiful when you hate the world.
I don't hate you.
I don't hate.
Orange is such an awful color.
You're so beautiful when you hate the world.
I don't hate you.
I don't hate.
Dance like a god. Dance like a god. Dance like a god.